Watch this video and tell me what you think about it. Yes, tell me what you think about it in my comment section.
I appreciate how you shared all this information and wisdom without disrespecting the opposite sex. How are you, Wakanda?
I'm fine. One of the things that stood out to me when I was watching your show,
Mm.
like, this is gonna sting the ladies, but ladies, some of the stories you guys come up with, I'm gonna need you to expand your mindset. Stop, please. Look to yourself and look to God for your expansion, because a lot of what we're going through, a lot of the hardship that we're facing, is down to our parents being in survival mode and not making the right decision on who they're gonna marry. Some of our parents, they didn't marry because they wanted to be married. They married for different reasons, and that's why they're producing children that now their escape plan is to leave Africa or leave their hometown and go somewhere else. And sometimes they'll get into more abuse than if they just stayed where they were. And I've even met people during lockdown. I came to Nigeria and we drove from Lagos to Accra, and on the way I was meeting people from different countries, neighboring countries, that their plan was to go to Libya. And I had to tell one of them, brother, if you go to Libya, they go collect your organ. It's not what you think. The person that's selling you to go there, they want to take the money that they'll get from transporting you. That's business for them. Your life is business. A lot of the time, ladies, some of us right now, you're about to produce the next generation of children begging to go to another country to sweep their floor. If you don't have kids and you're 30, if you don't marry and you're 28, it's okay. It's better to have no kids, no marriage, than to go and jump into something where now you're begging people to feed your kids. Or you've got a man he's bringing money, but he's abusive or he's neglectful. He doesn't play with his kids, doesn't help you. Make decisions wisely, because the way the world is going, your ability to manage stress, your ability to emotionally regulate yourself, the social skills, social etiquette, emotional intelligence, that's what's going to get you contracts. That's what's going to get you better relationships with your lecturers in school. This world is becoming digital. So that idea of relying on, oh, I'm just going to sell oranges. I'm not saying that there's no place for that type of work. But if you are going to go into any form of physical labor, let it be from a management perspective where you're running the farm and you're employing workers to pick your veg or harvest your crops. But when you're not in a good situation, then you get married thinking, okay, this man's going to sort me out. A lot of us enter into abuse. And unfortunately, a lot of women keep each other prisoner and hostage in the idea that, oh, if you haven't got a husband, if you haven't married by this time, oh, you need to just marry a man with money. Ladies, it's going to sting what I'm about to say. A lot of us are lazy. You don't want to do the emotional work, the mental work, the academic work. So you go and rely on a man. And that's one of the main reasons why a lot of men do not respect women, because women do not, in the community of men respect achievements. Men respect each other's boundaries. If a man tells another man, oi, oi, that's enough, most times that the man will back off. But women will keep encroaching and encroaching on that boundary. We need a universal understanding of respect for one another. Because this whole thing of, oh, patriarchy, the reason why patriarchy is so successful is because men have rules that they stick to. No matter what language, no matter what color, no matter what creed, they stick to that. Women do not stick to one rule. Depending on who's in the room, the rule will change. If we really want to have kids that are successful, that are not going to beg in another man's country, beg for a job, risk their life on the road, please consciously start to have children. I'm not saying I'm enthusiastic for supporting terminating your pregnancies, but every union that you come to doesn't deserve to have a child. Every relationship does not need to lead to marriage. Some of you sometimes learn, when you see that there's differences in how you think and how you feel, leave it at that. Leave it at that. If you like, there's no shame. Someone could tell me, oh, you're over 30, you're single. If you're even complimenting me at this point, though, because is it pregnancy that I will go and be struggling to raise the child? Now I have stress. I'm not emotionally stable. I'm pouring stress on the child. That child is now growing up with mental health problems. Before you know it, they take substances or whatever. The children that we're giving birth to now, they're not millennials. These Gen Alphas, they're ready for business. Oh, they're ready for WAR. They're not our own type that you use the Bible and respect your elders to abuse and trample on our rights. Please be very conscious, because even as countries like Nigeria become more, become more advanced, what you're going to find is services like children's welfare services, adult welfare services, they're going to start to get more funding. They're going to pick up. And what you're going to see is a lot of you will have your children removed from you. A lot of you, when you come to Europe and America, because you were raised on survival, a lot of you come here, you don't know about emotional intelligence, supporting your child's emotional needs and well-being. Some of your children have learning disabilities. Because you're not aware of that, you'll be beating a child because they don't understand what 2 times 6 is. You can't train children like that when you come here. So a lot of you are finding, oh, the Igbo man, he took my child, he did this, he did that. A lot of you come to Europe or America on COS, you land with your COS. The first thing you want to do is get pregnant. You don't have papers in a country or in another man's land, and you go and take yourself to the most vulnerable state you could be as a woman, which is pregnancy. Some of you, you're the koboko flogging yourself. I keep seeing it. You see a woman, oh, how did you come? Oh, I've been here 3 years. The baby is 1 year old, 1.5 years old. Oh, how did you come? Oh, my husband brought me on COS. Oh, I came to do care work. Oh, where's the dad? Oh, we're not together. This is not the land of milk and honey. European investors are divesting. They're going to Asia. They're going to Africa. Oyinbo are quietly running away from their own countries. And you come here, the opportunity to come and get qualification, earning dollars, earning pounds, or euro, and you instead you lie on your back, open your leg and get pregnant. There's no, let me just bust your bubble. There's no benefits for you if you come to Europe on COS. They're not going to give you council flat. They're not going to give you welfare money. They might give it in extreme cases for the sake of preserving human life. But I'm telling you, most times, ladies, there's nothing for you. That thing that our parents were coming to Europe to get, they don't cut time off. Before you could come here, you get pregnant. Even if you haven't got papers, they'll give you a place. They'll give you money. They don't do that no more. They're not doing that. All you're going to be is struggling single mom where there's light and water. And that's it. It's not worth it. If you're going to come, the best thing you could do online courses, understand AI, understand data analysis. Take those qualifications. You can go back to Africa. You can work remote for international company and earning dollars. That's the best thing you could do. Don't look at getting a man or getting pregnant or getting married as a poverty alleviation program. It is not. It will drag you into further poverty and depression. And then on top of that, some of you, because you're not mentally mature, you go and pour frustration on that child, and now you're wanted by children's services, police is involved, court services involved. A lot of you, especially in Europe, you're getting your kids taken away. Because you think in Europe, the child is not listening to you. Pa! The child said, Mommy, I don't like you, you're stupid. Pa! Listen, in Europe, to raise kids, you need emotional regulation and intelligence. And a lot of you don't have it because your mom struggled, because she just jumped with your dad, and her mom struggled, and now you're struggling, so you've come here and you want to continue the same struggle ministry. Don't do it. They are taking their kids at a high rate. I beg, stop. If you know you've come here on COS or to work, do your job and go home. If you are going to get into a relationship, at least marry somebody that actually likes you. That his plan is to make you retire. He's asking you, oh darling, do you want to go back to school to study? I'll pay. But that's somebody that you can say yeah. But the person is renting a room in a house. You two, you're renting a room in the house. You're both roommates. And then this is on the base of the relationship. You get pregnant. Aunties, close your legs. People, they can't suffer, struggle, hustle. Someone is trying to look after their elderly parents. They want to use knack your toto to relieve their frustration. You know, before love, you know, before family or marriage. Now frustration, they want to release.